versus Jordan. Welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Win for all.
Good evening, once again from Manila, the Philippines. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and we are ready for Group N action between Egypt and Jordan. Well, as we just discovered, the battle between Mexico and New Zealand that Mexico won, these games mean a lot, and they will definitely mean a lot the rest of the way as teams try to get into the hunt for spots in the Olympics. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor. Jordan come into this 0-3, Egypt 1-2. And really both teams, I think, have been pretty impressive. They've just come up against really good teams.
Yeah, what you love about the World Cup is you see teams from all over the world. And in Jordan and Egypt, you have two countries that are on the rise, two teams that are moving in the right direction. It's hard for them at this point to get results here on this stage, but they've played really good basketball. Now you have some winnable matchups. Now you have some games where they can really make some strides and make some progress in the world rankings. This is really an interesting matchup between these two teams on this big stage.
It really is. What we don't know is the fitness of Mohammed Hussein, who has received some extra treatment on his back. We understand he's back in the locker room for Jordan. We're not sure if he's going to play. We don't think Zed Abbas is going to play tonight, number 15. The captain, the original captain, he didn't play against the USA either, so Jordan could be a little shorthanded tonight. But for Egypt, you know, this is a team that has been moving in the right direction. You know, Ahab, Amin, Asim Marai. This is a team that's playing with kind of a new sense of purpose, and even though they haven't made it to the second round, they've played good basketball.
They sure have, and there's never more evident than the last game against Mexico. They played really together. They played with poise. Again, this is the team that was at their best when they needed it, and let's see if they can carry some of that momentum into this game. We saw some really good performances from some of the young players from Egypt, and now the challenge is to do it where there's something on the line.
Well, it's a new team, perhaps a new vision, and new players in that new team. Patrick Gardner comes to mind especially, but you also think about players like Kareem El Ghazawi, the impressive youngster from the under-19 World Cup, Adam Musa, who's come over, the brother of Egypt, point guard for the women's team, Reem Musa, and then a host of other good players that are already in the program that seem to be buying in to what the coaches want. So promising future for Egypt. Africa kind of quietly has been one of the positive stories of this FIBA Basketball World Cup. Some of the wins that the mother continent has been getting, and it's going to want to get one tonight. But like we said, Mike, we've been impressed by this team. See Mexico, New Zealand, Egypt, and Jordan up at the top. Mexico 1-3, New Zealand 1-3. So these two teams have a little bit of work to do. And we are now going to pause for the playing of the national anthems.
please remain standing for the national anthem of Egypt. Thank you so much. You may take your seats once more and get yourselves ready because we are...
Well, this is one of those interesting games as we look at Ahab Amin, where you have two countries that aren't really that far away from each other. Cairo, certainly in Egypt. So you go from Cairo to Amman, you drive, it's about 10 hours and 50 minutes, 787.4 kilometers if you go Route 15. And that means, but yet they play in different zones. You got one team playing in Africa, and you got one team playing in Asia. So I think there's a lot of common between these two teams, geographically speaking. Anyway, Antonio Conde from Spain, Boris Krejci from Slovenia on the left, Conde the crew chief, and Mr. Tard on the right from Italy. I mean, you have English spoken in both countries, but also Arabic. And we have a lot in common, Mike. Our last name is Taylor.
And we both love basketball.
We
speak English and love basketball.
And we do. We are appreciative of all of the basketball that we can see, including these games. So I'm also looking forward to seeing who's going to be in the starting five for both of these teams. I think we pretty much know what it's going to be for Jordan because they had a shakeup. And for Roy Rana's Egypt team, I think Patrick Gardner has thrust himself into the lineup, starting lineup for good, I would imagine. But we'll start with Jordan. And Amin Abu Hawass back in the starting lineup again with Freddie Ibrahim, Sami Bazai, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and Ahmad Al-Douari, number 44 there. Hamar Shea, Hamouri, Hussein, Kanan, Anna Jadwe, and Abbas. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson has been quite a story, hasn't he?
He's been fantastic for this team. I think he's captured the attention of everyone here at the Mall of Asia Arena, all these groups. They love to watch him play, but he was relentless yesterday. He played so hard, aggressively going to the basket against the United States. Very impressive with his effort, but also Ahmad Douari. He's been outstanding in the low post, scoring, playmaking. You know, the combination of an attacking athletic perimeter player and a low post scorer has done really well for head coach Wissam Al-Sous.
Yeah, I got all the respect in the world for Wissam and also for Al-Douari. I mean, I think if you ask him what more could Al-Douari have done in this tournament, I don't think there's anything he could have done. He's been absolutely sensational.
No, and he's done a fantastic job. You know, like you pointed out, you know, he could play in some really high-level European situations and do really well. He has the game.
Freddie Ibrahim has been solid, I think. He's been really good. And, you know, just overall good, smart, intelligent play from Jordan. They just haven't gotten the win. It's kind of eluded them, but it might come tonight. You never know. Egypt, they can't afford not to be at their best tonight against Jordan.
Well, they want to carry the momentum they established last game. They played really well against Mexico.
They're kind of thinking, we'd like to make it to the Olympics as well, get to the OQT. So Amir Zahran, a real firebrand guard. Ahab Amin has been the superstar. Adam Musa, Patrick Gardner, sensational. Atsin Marai, just the heart and soul of this team. El Ghazawi, El Gindi, Mahmoud, Abashusha, Abdel Gawad, Omar Hussein, and Arabi. We haven't seen much of Arabi, but as these tournaments go on, you know, you never know, he might get some more minutes. Ahab Amin just plays with so much fire, energy.
Super athletic with the ball. can create his own shot, pushes the ball in transition, gets to the rim. He has been a leader for this team. He's been outstanding. They need another big game from him tonight.
And Asamarai comes in probably as the most prominent name in this team. And, you know, it's been a tough World Cup for him. He's played well, don't get me wrong, when he's been able to play. But, you know, in that second game, he wasn't able to play because of the allergic reaction. But he was back in the lineup in their last game, and we trust that he's going to be okay. And, of course, Roy Rana from Canada is the head coach.
One thing interesting about this Jordan team in the matchup against Egypt is they seem to have found their backcourt combination, as Wissam in the comeback against New Zealand turned to, obviously, he turned to Freddie Ibrahim, Abu Hawass, and Bazai. And those three guards matched up defensively well and provided very good offense for the Jordan team. Let's see how those three are able to match up with the Egypt backcourt in today's game.
But we're not throwing and getting, okay? Second trip, Ihab, you're in the corner. Baran, you're coming off. We're just gonna run off this. You're not touching it. Flip it, away shoulder. They got it now. They're down to 10 guys. They're gonna play some zone. So if they see zone early, let's go one up against the zone just to get us flowing. We want to ban our zone if we're not sure. They got it? Hey, 1.5. 1.5.
Go for next offense. Guys, let's play physical. Let's go. Let's go. Put a hand in. Lay for the wing. Come on, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Go ahead.
Very interesting what you saw there with Egypt, their win over Mexico, their first win at the FIBA Basketball World Cup since 2000. There is Hollis Jefferson talking to his family before he comes out to play. Their naturalized player. So, in the grand context, in the larger context, huge game as these teams come out and try to get a priceless win in view of the OQTs. Okay. So Hollis Jefferson rolled his left ankle against USA, but he seems to be okay. But yeah, very important game as these teams try to get in contention for spots in the Olympic qualifying tournament. But more importantly, I think for both, they just want to keep playing well. Well, good evening. We are underway, and Jordan come out, win the opening tip, and goal interference called on Asamarai as Hollis Jefferson's shot had already gone off the backboard.
But Jeff, this is why you need to organize your tip into a defensive tip where you have basket coverage. The tip led right to a run out for Hollis Jefferson. What a great start for Jordan.
Ahab Amin takes it into the teeth of the defense and puts it up and in.
Penetrated right under the rim and just dropped it in.
I just don't think he's afraid of anybody.
No, he went in there strong.
Al-Dwari, shot clock about to expire. He's got to go. He does. Over to Abu Hawass. He did not get it off in time.
Good execution and teamwork, but they've got to have a little bit more recognition of the shot clock. Again, teams trying to feel each other out here, get a feeling for the game, rhythm for the game in the early possessions.
Musa gets it deep. Misses the layup. Ooh, Hollis Jefferson travels. And is he limping?
He looks like he's hobbled as he was pushing the ball up the floor there. Last play, Egypt ran a Spain pick and roll action where there was a back screen set on the ball screener. There was a breakdown in coverage. Musa got all the way to the rim. Let's see if they go back to it.
Oh, beautiful pass! And the dunk from Gardner. Just such an intelligent player, Marai.
Marai was patient and found a cutter. Great play.
Freddie drives in. A little bit off balance, perhaps. And then Sami Bazai reaches in and fouls Ahab Amin.
Jeff, Freddie Ibrahim needed to get to that left hand there for a little smoother finish. Look at this pass from Marai. Ball fake. And here's the cut on the baseline. Gardner has been so impressive as a young player with great length and great versatility to his game.
Yeah, that's probably, what would you say, the revelation of the tournament, maybe? I mean, he's got to be up there.
Yeah, he's really quietly been a big part of this Egypt success.
Maybe of this arena. And good block from behind by Freddie Ibrahim.
You know, just as a basketball fan, I would love to see Ibrahim and Amin match up. I would love to see those two guards really go at it. Maybe we'll see it later in the game. Right now, Musa is matched up on the Jordan point guard, Freddie Ibrahim.
Oh boy, and Freddie Ibrahim couldn't stay on. Look at the hustle from Al-Dwari. Already diving on the floor for the loose balls. Leads by example. 4
or 5 players on the floor in that possession. You can see how much this game means to these teams.
Look at that. That's your big. Asim Marai just threw something off the court. Like it possibly could have fallen from the dance costumes of the pre-game entertainment.
Right now, the ball is being inbounded in the front court, so they have a 14-second shot clock to work with. Let's see how they organize a good shot in this situation.
What a battle this is. Oh, traveling. Yep, kind of shuffled his feet.
Excellent call from the officials there. Marai posted up, and then he went face up into the size of Al-Dwari and moved his pivot foot.
It looked pretty obvious to me.
I really like what Coach Wissam Al-Sous is doing with Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He puts him in the low post on the block there. He'll post him at the elbow in the pinch post. He's got a variety of different ways to use Rondé in the offense.
Al-Dwari, oh! Egypt like to get it going fast. Always have, but here they are, and Marai, what a shot!
Great patience in the paint from Amin. Drew the switch, delivered late.
Oh, look at that. Asim Marai reaches around, comes up with a steal, and is able to finish.
Really,
what a terrific finish.
Really smart play. He knew he had the athletic Hollis Jefferson trailing him, so he stayed on 2 feet and stepped through with a pivot to get the other side of the rim.
And also, Dwari was right behind him. Here he goes again, rebounds and runs. Egypt on front, 8-2. Amin on the break. That's more like it for Freddie Ibrahim. He usually still goes to his right hand, even as he's going to the left.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, but a really good finish. And just the early going, the difference has been the finishing at the rim. as Egypt has completed more plays, but that's a great sign for Jordan with Freddie Ibrahim finishing that runner.
Musa to Gardner, stepped out of bounds.
So again, with the sideline in the corner, it's difficult to have any type of footwork. You don't want to have a drop step or a false step backwards. That time, Gardner steps on the sideline here.
Egypt wanted to walk there. The Egypt bench anyway. Al-Dwari looked like he was going to pass and instead drives and scores.
He looked to Hollis Jefferson for a dribble handoff and faked it with a keep, went to the basket. That's the most impressive thing, his mobility as a big man. He's not just a low post scorer, he can execute on the perimeter as well.
Zarhad. So trailing 8-2. Jordan now with a chance to tie it or take the lead. And again, they're going to tie it. Wonderful work. Freddie Ibrahim gets deep and then hands it off.
That's impressive. Excellent pick and roll play there by Ibrahim and Al-Dwari.
Skip pass to Gardner, right corner. Jefferson, Hollis Jefferson avoids the charge. Freddie Ibrahim on the break, and that was long.
But that's good offense. Hollis Jefferson pushes the ball up the court, finds his teammate. If you're Wessam Al-Sus, you love that possession.
Egypt suddenly seem out of sync. So Zarhan able to score with a little floater.
He took a hit at the end after the release as well.
Hollis Jefferson pulls up at the elbow, and he's fouled.
Jeff, we have seen too many times defenders overreact to Hollis Jefferson's pull-ups and foul him. He's done such a fantastic job getting to the free throw line, but you can see, here's the pick and roll play from Ibrahim. Great delivery there and nice finish.
One day Hollis Jefferson, just 2 days after playing against a lot of players in the NBA that he went up against, is now here and having attempted 40 free throws before today and made 31.
I mean, that is a mark of a great scorer getting to the free throw line. Unbelievable number of free throw attempts and really helping the Jordan offense.
Ahab Amin steps back, count it! Number 4 with the 3 ball. Bazai left open.
And you want your shooters to shoot, especially in transition, but there's no rebounders under the basket in that situation. Shooting a contested 3 that early with no rebounding.
Omar Hussein into the paint. Oh! I thought that was way over his head. He almost scored. And Hollis Jefferson knocks it out of Mariah's hands, so it'll be Egypt basketball.
There's the length of Gardner. I'm sorry, of Mahmoud at the rim.
Ahab Amin make it 2 in a row.
And Jeff, that is not an easy shot. He's coming off a pin-in screen, a pin-down screen, and on the move, buries the 3.
Hollis Jefferson bumped by Shusha. I mean, we saw Ahab Amin's numbers. They're impressive. And offensively, he's just been consistently pouring in the points. And it's not just his drives.
Amin, the leader for Egypt. Off to a great start with 8 points already in the ball game. Double drag, 2 picks at the top. Jordan switches.
Anas Mahmoud spins, turns. What a play. Not much he can do. Al-Dwari that time.
To this point, Mahmoud has just played above the rim as a finisher. That's the first time he put it on the floor a little bit to create using his length.
Egypt pushing it again. Oh, nice give and go. Good block from Al-Dwari. Al-Dwari, look at that. So athletic.
You know, all he has to do is look at Hollis Jefferson and the defense overreacts. He's done a great job reading the play to keep in those dribble handoff situations and then finishing.
Ahab Amin again, not this time. There's Hollis Jefferson into the corner. Freddie Ibrahim. Oh, just ran out of real estate.
He should have shot the first pass to the corner.
Ahab lost it, now gets it back to Anas Mahmoud.
And Jeff, Al-Dwari's got to get back in transition. He kind of gave up on the play at half court, and Mahmoud stayed with it and just filled the lane as a trailer for the dunk.
Three-point shot. Now the pass to Mahmoud, and Omar Hussein finishes strong. Egypt flying. 22 points in the first quarter. They're up by 9 against Jordan. Timeout, Jordan.
Guys, we need to stick to the plan on offense. Come on, move the ball. We have a mismatch with Egypt. Try to look there, make the splits, keep playing together. We want call a play and run it. Very organize the offense better. Call the play and we run it. If we're in Jordan. If we're short, if we're 45. Don't play randomly and we don't know what we're doing. We need to get back on transition. We said this team can run and we need to get back on transition better than that. Come on, let's go, let's go. All right, we're on Jordan now. Jordan, let's go.
1, 2, 3, Jordan.
I'm not sure. You're coming up the street.
So Egypt establishing themselves in transition. A good timeout from Wissam there. He's concerned about the offensive shot selection and execution to get to those shots. And when you shoot bad shots or difficult shots outside of the offense, a lot of times it can trigger fast break opportunities. So that's the first part. And the second part is you've got to give the effort to sprint back, even when you're tired, even when it means really sprinting 2 or 3 steps to get back into play. And Al-Dwari was beaten these last 2 possessions by Mahmoud, really working hard to run the floor. So a good timeout to focus on those things from Wissam and the Jordan team.
Arabi checking into the game early. El Guindi also in now for Egypt.
Now, when you look at this lineup for Egypt, you now have Mahmoud with his length as a 4 and Arabi as a 5. So they go to their 2-3 zone, but this is a big, long lineup for Egypt.
Al-Harmarshe gets it to Al-Dwari. And he draws the foul from Arabi. Not sure what the delay is.
I think the ball was wet, and they wanted to dry it off.
A wet ball.
Duari will say the ball is still wet after missing that shot.
So he makes one of two. Stop the rot.
And Jeff, look who's matched up on Amin. Hollis Jefferson doing everything for this Jordan team.
Anas Mahmoud. Arabi with the rebound. Al-Najawi ties him up. Omar Hussein went up looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. So at the end of the first quarter, it's Egypt leading 22-14 over Jordan.
In the first quarter, we see no free throw attempts for Egypt, but they didn't need them as they got out in transition. 16 to 10 points in the paint, 6 fast break points. No three-point shots for Jordan, 0 for 4. Jordan looking for more execution and finishing plays, shooting only 42% from the field.
These are the highlights. Well, Anas Mahmoud has been very active tonight. He comes into this game averaging 11.3 points per game. Pretty steady, actually. He had 10 in the last game against Mexico. He had 13 in the game before that against Montenegro, and 11 on the opening night.
And Jeff, when you look at this Jordan team, the slow start midway through the quarter, Al-Duari with 7 points and 2 rebounds, Hollis Jefferson with 5. Jordan's just got to do the job keeping him off the foul line.
Scanning the barcode to get Courtside 1891 in your smartphone for video streams, schedules, scores, and more. Get it on Google Play or download it on the Apple Store, especially during all the FIBA Basketball World Cup action.
Look at the zone here, lifted, long.
Hollis Jefferson.
Tough shot. It's contested in the paint.
Al-Najawi guarding Anas Mahmoud. Ahab Amin travels.
But I want to know if that was the game plan to have Mahmoud at the top running the pick and roll.
There's Hussein, so he's clearly not going to be able to play tonight. He was named captain. He's the veteran with Zed Abbas not able to go. But Mohammed Hussein with a back problem tonight, back injury. So Jordan playing shorthanded. Well, how about that? When players go down, others step up on the Jadawi with the 2.
And he did a really good job at the nail. Found some space on his second touch and finished.
And how about a Robbie going in and throwing it down?
2 defenders went with the ball. Nice pass from the veteran.
Good catch from Al-Dwari. Tries to read the defense. Turns back outside to Freddie. Then his pass to Al-Jadawi goes out of bounds.
They've just got to keep it simple. When they get the ball to the nail, they can relocate and get shots. They can, from the nail, set a screen. I would love to see Freddie Ibrahim get into the gaps with his dribble and find his teammates. But on this end, they've got to clean up their defense. I'm very impressed with Hollis Jefferson on the ball here against Amin.
Anas! And Al-Jadawi fouls him, and Anas still comes up with the dunk.
And this is the impressive thing. You know, Jordan adjusts to put Hollis Jefferson on Amin, and it's the rest of the team that is stepping up here for Egypt. Here, Mahmoud, he's been really active. They've used him in a lot of ways, and that was a great cut and finish for the long big man.
He's got 6 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. Ibrahim back to Al-Dwari, feet set. Al-Harmarche with the rebound. Freddie, nope. How about Al-Dwari? Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Puts it up, it's good. You can hear the kind of the buzz in the crowd when he gets the ball in his hands.
He just gets to that mid-range pull-up and has such a great touch. He's playing with so much confidence right now. But great work on the offensive boards, that possession by Jordan.
Ahab Amin, another, the third three-pointer of the game.
And he's taking that challenge from Hollis Jefferson. He's going right at him.
And Freddie turns it over. Kanon's going to come in for him. Amin misses. Hollis Jefferson stops, doesn't pop.
But Jeff, what a stop that was. He stopped on a dime. Everyone else went flying by. Here you see Amin not backing down. Say, you put the best player on me, I'm going right at him. Buries the 3.
He's 3 of 5 from deep. 4 of 7 overall from the floor. And it's really strange to say. I mean, I don't think Jordan have played that well tonight so far. But Jordan and Egypt have actually played better, I think, at this FIBA Basketball World Cup than their record shows. But they've just come up against, as we talked about, superior opposition. Jordan maybe could have beaten New Zealand.
So much of these tournaments are about matchups, about styles of play, but also the toughness to come back after games and, you know, the physicality game after game and just show up and compete. And you like the energy of this Egypt team.
Musa! So Ahab Amin, not the only Egyptian that can knock down the three-pointers.
They are shooting the ball with confidence, and that's really nice to see.
Al-Harmarche missing from the side. Is a 14-point deficit. for Jordan. And Al-Dwari picks up a second quick foul. And that means he's got 3. Oh, no, excuse me, he's got 2.
This is where Mohammed Hussein would help the Jordan team with their front court when there's foul trouble.
3-pointer from Gindi, nope. Cannon launches, it's good. Well, he has provided some scoring from deep. First 3-pointer of the game for Jordan. And now Musa turns it over.
I think that was actually Mohammed at the top. They did a good job pressuring him.
Yeah,
take a look here.
Anas Mahmoud.
Yeah, and again, it's unique. We haven't seen, you know, Mahmoud as a 4 that much. They've had him handling the ball at the top of the key to try to take the pressure off as a secondary ball handler. Impressive versatility, but that time a turnover.
Much better. Timeout now for Egypt. (32-23) Egypt on top.
Too fixated on the official. Yeah, either you're guarding him or he's guarding. Why are you sending Gindi to him?
I was chasing Gindi. I heard Zahran, so
Let's know what we're doing. Let's be smart. No, you're guarding him now. Okay, got it? All right. And again, you're trying to steal it over here in the backcourt, right? On the rebound, you're trying to tip it, get back. All right? Again, this trip down the floor. Awesome, Anas. We're going off of Asim's side. Asim, you're going to pop. Anas, you're going to die. Dewari's just going to sit here in the paint.
Well, it was looking bleak, Mike, but a little bit of hope now for Jordan. And what I find very interesting, even against the USA, the starters didn't come out well against, obviously, a very good, strong, physical, athletic, talented USA team. So that was understandable. But the second unit coming in has been pretty good. 9 points, 5 rebounds for Ahmad Al-Dwari. So Cannon comes out. I believe that might be Al-Dwari's wife. But Cannon comes out and hit a couple shots against the USA, and he's come out immediately and hit one here.
And they need the shooting. The big difference in this game right now is beyond the arc. As Marai, once again, seals against the zone. They came out in a 2-3 zone. Marai showing off his low post game for a nice basket. But Jordan needs to get 3-point shooting.
Al-Dwari, excellent effort to save it or to put it into his own court. But look at this. Excellent work, Zarhan, to get it quickly up the court for Egypt.
Good decisions, working for a good shot.
Hollis Jefferson competing, but Marai gets the basketball back. Just wanted it more.
And again, you see the skillful finish. Steps through and at extension. Great play, Assam Marai.
Al-Dwari, oh boy. Just virtually unstoppable against any team other than the USA. Driving in the low post. Marai picks it up. Gendy. And it gives to Marai.
El Gendy is not the quickest player. He's really smart. He dribbled off the screen roll and made a beautiful pass to Marai. Again, Jordan's got to get some stops here on the defensive end if they want to get back into this game.
Counting another three, and you better believe he's going to make it. I'll tell you what, he's doing something almost to the rescue here for Jordan because they are out of sorts on offense.
He's 2 for 2 from 3. The rest of the team.
Oh, what a block.
9.
Terrific play, Sami Bazai. Oh, Al-Dawari just got popped in the face, I think, by Ahab Amin, but continued to play. Look at this. Look at the block from Sami Bazai.
That's great defense, Jeff. Mahmoud with good rim protection.
The referees didn't see it, but Al-Dawari just got killed in the face.
And we've seen so many other players complaining, crying to
and
referees.
He doesn't complain.
He's just focused. I'm ready to execute the next play and try to get a bucket.
Exactly. Condon, will it be 3 for 3? Almost. Get it to him. Bazai for 3, good. And the threes are falling for Jordan. Look out. El Gendy. Gardner, who's sort of been lost on the bench, back in the game, or forgotten on the bench. Darhan missing, and again, Jordan with a run. Here's Conan pulling all the strings, gets it to Bazai, he's open. Look at him hustle for the basketball. Wissam trying to get anything he could. And now an offensive foul called on Gardner.
Outstanding effort on both ends from Al-Najawi on that play. He's diving on the floor in the front court. Here you see. And again, that's not a basketball play. You're not posting up by pushing a guy. Completely unnecessary from Gardner right there.
Well, he knows better. Strange. He started, he hasn't played much, comes back in the game. Jordan back in it.
Okay, guys, now we're doing what we call shirt, okay? So we're gonna put Zayn here, IJ here, Dwayne Malik with the ball, and Sami here. Then you're gonna pop, boom, where you go. Dwayne, if 24 is guarding you, he can't stop you. Okay, play, see IJ, you set a back pick for Sami. See the cut, then after, either you cut quick or you pop. Read it, okay? After, he's gonna do split with it. Okay, if they go zone, we run Z2. Then you're here. Malik with the ball, we run it for Sami. RJ here, Dwayne down. Then come and pick, and we go boom. Sami go early for the shot. If nothing, look inside for Dwayne. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
So, Asa Marai is, I think, about as good as they come in terms of low post bigs. And both he and Al-Dawari are just terrific. It's a great battle. Here he is, hustling down the floor. He's got 10 points, 5 rebounds. Just relentless. Good pass from Gendy. But for me, the more interesting story is this guy, Conan, handling the basketball. He's got the 2 threes. He only had 1 against the USA, 1 of 3. But he also had 6 assists. I mean, He was actually kind of one of the better players against the Americans.
Yeah, he stepped up when they needed him.
Here he is again, he's open. Oh, you know he's gonna make it. It's his third make of the game. He's got the can-do spirit. He is now the team's second leading scorer. He scored more points than Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Freddie Ibrahim, you can't see him, but is clapping on the bench for his teammate. There he is, Cannon, the man of the moment. As hot as a firecracker. He doesn't want halftime to come anytime soon, but it will in 1 minute and 6 seconds.
And before halftime, let's see if he can continue to help Jordan chip away.
You think about three-point shooters, Bizai, Abu Hawass. You think about Freddie Ibrahim. But Ahar Mache as well, but Cannon is the man who's getting it done right now. Asa Marai gets a little bit of love from the rim, and you can see the Federation president from Egypt watching this. Magdi Abrafeka, another basket for Jordan. Hollis-Jefferson now with 9 points. And it took him a while to get going, Jordan, but they've got it going, and now it's a tight game.
This has been an impressive run by this Jordan team, fighting back, cutting the deficit to 4. Timeout, Egypt.
Got it? We're coming off. Okay. You're curling it. Going back out. Away C. Okay. Not there. Huh? You're going to clean up Ehab's ball screen.
I get it from first one. Not the second.
That's fine. First one's fine. You got to force the curl. If you come off the second, the big's going to drop too. So you come off the second, right? Force the curl, go back to the touch action if it's not there, and let's play through. Guys, defensively, let's lock it.
Well, Asa Marai is getting it done. We haven't. One guy that we were impressed by was Abdel Gawad. He's come in and given some meaningful minutes, but he hasn't even played tonight. No, he has played 2 minutes. Abu Shusha has not played much tonight, and he's a guy that brings a lot of energy. See Ahab Amin's numbers. But this game right now, the momentum is with the team in black.
And they now have as small a lineup as they'll have out there with Hamache and Al-Nadwaji.
Johnny Cash would have liked this uniform. Men in black for Jordan. Here we go.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds. And just a little bit, Egypt seemed a little bit confused, flustered, whatever.
And here's an offense-defense substitution for Jordan and Coach Wassam. He brings in the big fella in the middle, Ahmad Al-Dwari.
Hollis-Jefferson. Bounce pass, knocked away. Hussein gets it, hands it off to Ahab Amin, and you know he's going to the rim. And Asa Marai challenged, the ball goes out of bounds. It looked like Asa Marai came over the back. Sammy Bazai, that's what he's saying. Watch from behind. I mean, he didn't really clatter him, but he definitely came over the back.
So you would have loved to have Hollis-Jefferson get a shot up as they got a 2-for-1 situation. The turnover hurt, but now they have a chance to try to set the defense and get a stop on this end line play.
5 on the shot clock. El Gindi. Gardner not able to get it. Al-Hamashay gets it to the man with a hot hand, Conan. He gets it over to Hollis Jefferson. Hollis Jefferson fouled by Ahab Amin.
And that's really good execution with a foul to give there. 4 seconds.
That's his first foul, Ahab Amin. Egypt can foul again if they want.
Sideline inbound play.
Oh, good help defense.
Maybe not the best option right there with 4 seconds to create your own shot.
40-36. Egypt on top of Jordan at halftime.
Egypt shooting 50% from the floor. Jordan 47. Early going, Egypt had the advantage from 3, but then the Kanan came in and buried several 3-pointers. Even them at 4. 18-17 rebounds, everything very close right now. Points in the paint for Egypt, 26-16.
Jordan have that Kanan spirit right now. Rye with the game high 12 points. So the players retreat to the locker rooms to listen to their coach. That's a pretty good matchup right there. Look how even it is.
Both players have really given their team a lot. Scoring inside, rebounding, defending.
I think these guys are just the quintessential international big man centers.
Yeah. And
their attitude,
yep.
their talent,
yep.
their leadership, they're just both fantastic.
And it's not just this game. These guys have been excellent for their teams all tournament.
Well, this 32-team FIBA Basketball World Cup, just because you don't get to the second round doesn't mean that the games are not important. Boy, are they important.
Yeah, these teams are playing for a lot right now, and you can see the players know it. Diving on the floor, really focused, and give Jordan credit. They fought back from a deficit in this game. They were down 14 at one point, and they've cut it to 4. Anything can happen in this second half.
I mean, other than the USA, I mean, the USA just manhandled Jordan. We just got to put that out there. They're just, Jordan didn't execute at all. They didn't do anything that they're supposed to do. But they've been right there. They can fall behind by 10, 15 points. They will always battle back.
Yeah, you really like the way the team has performed here, even though they haven't gotten the results. This is a winnable game for them. Now they're a little short-handed. They got off to a little bit of a slow start as Egypt ran the floor and made some plays. But
you know, in FIBA World Ranking, Jordan should be superior in this. They're at number 33, Egypt down at number 55. That's interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting. And again, but this is an accumulation of the last several events. And several years, and that's where the positioning comes in, and that's what these numbers can be adjusted.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Gets rejected. Well, Wenya Gabriel with the rim protection.
Almeida. And the pass knocked away this time. Doncic with the steal. Kick out. The finish. Prepelic. Prepelic there. There's 2 Prepelices on the floor. They're cousins.
Turnover waiting to happen, but guess he's picked it up.
It's a better look for China. It's a wide open look from the perimeter. Puts it right between the legs again. Oh, baby! That is officially buenas noches. And coach, that's put a smile out of you. Let me tell you something right now. The magician, well, watch the nutmeg. He missed the nutmeg. Finds Romero.
He goes walk up again. Hands it off to Antetokounmpo for the jump.
Great awareness from walk-up.
Holmes trying to stay in front of Doncic. He's spinning, fade away on the left. Glass helps him out. Doncic now with 19.
95% of that, Dom's did a really good job.
The power's going to have to put it up from the logo and knocks it down.
I'm not sure that was what Coach drew up, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's just fine to see him say, whoo.
Tavares right into Doncic's hands. Doncic, Euro, extra pass, Summer. Doncic to Summer.
Nice read, wasn't it? He knew he had the 2 in front.
Luka Doncic looks slightly perturbed.
He is, and clearly he's not happy with his form. 1 of 9 from the field.
You can look at his numbers there, 12 points, and now Banchero for the throwdown.
Well, they went to that middle isolation for him, and he went to work, nice spin, and dunk.
And that was a telegraph pass. Look at the behind the back pass. Oh, goodness. Soaring through the air. Anthony Edwards.
Away in the flush. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, this is no surprise, I guess, although if you're a teammate of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, who already had 39 points in this World Cup, but Al-Dawari just shows up to play every single game, and he's got 11 points to lead the way. He's looking for the best shot, the best chance, whether it's passing it to a teammate, but oftentimes he has the ball in his hands and he has to react, and he does so well with not much time to attack.
Well, I'm just happy for Jordan that they cut into the deficit and have positioned themselves well for a second half run. Again, these teams know what's at stake. They're really competing. Egypt got the better of the early going, and then, you know, Jordan finished the half strong. Al-Dawari, Ahmad Al-Dawari, look at him right there, finishing his plays at the basket.
His basketball education has been second to none.
Well, he's got a good feeling for the game, and you can look at a player and look at his size. You can look at his, you know, his length, how much he weighs, but the feeling for the game and the IQ, and as a big man, Al-Dawari has it.
And I like what Asamarai has done as well in this tournament. He's got 12 points tonight. He's 5 of 6, 2 of 2 from deep. I like it how he's gone out and seen the world, played some in America, played in Europe, played in Korea. You know, and I think it's great as well that Egypt have the bulk of their players play in Egypt. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's Asamarai has a name. People know him, especially in Europe.
And that's important for your home country, domestic. The fans know you. You play for your country. You represent your country. And then when you play for the best club teams in your homeland, then you become a legendary figure, important for the game in your country.
But he's got 12 points tonight. You can see look at where he's made all of his shots.
I mean, on one end, it's Dwari at the rim. On the other end, it's Mariah at the rim.
It's a little disappointing that one of those circles is actually on the line.
Well, what it tells you is that both of these teams are pressuring the basket, pressuring the rim, and those big men are finishing well.
So Ahab Amin came out and shot his team into the lead. But it was Asa Mariah as well who just continued to attack. I wonder why we haven't seen, we'll have to ask Wissam what the deal is with his youngster, Ahmad Hamouri, who I thought has a nice jump shot.
Yeah, he came in that game against the USA firing. He was trying to get his shots up, and you can see the talent and the potential. Here he is, the first one out for warm-ups. Layup Lions. Egypt with only 3 free throw attempts in the first half. Jordan did a good job defending without fouling. Only 6 fouls for Jordan. Only 7 fouls for Egypt. Both teams executing on the defensive side. See Asa Mariah on the bench, talking with his coaches, Roy Rana. Roy has done a good job calmly coaching these guys. He's helped them with their decision-making, talking them through situations. And you know, the three-point shooting numbers are a little deceiving. They got off to a 0 for 8 start, and they finished 4 out of 5. I think that was a big key in their comeback. And of course, as you coined the name, the Cannon really gave him a boost off the bench.
Here's Al-Dwari coming out. You wonder about Cannon, if he can keep that cannon hot.
Well, you like the fact that he shot you into the game, but you also hope that Ibrahim or Abu Hawas or Bazai can also, you know, make an impact on your team offensively, because those are the guys who have done it for Jordan, you know, in the past.
You know, speaking of Ahmad Al-Hamouri, Ahmad Hamouri comes from the U.S., from California. A lot of the Jordan players are of Jordan ancestry, or maybe they weren't born, but their parents were, their grandparents, but also grew up playing in America.
And you've got to give credit to the Jordan staff. They have really done a good job of putting together a competitive team. And again, the finishing touch was the addition of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson.
Yeah, that was not bad. Where you'd have to figure if any team had a chance to get him as a naturalized player, they would just slap it up.
You would think so. He's been such a good player.
be organized, move the ball. Okay? It's their ball, right? Okay. On offense, first offense. I want to try to go again for this one. Ready, you're here. You're going back. We pass it to Dwayne. RJ's going to set a back pick for Sammy, and we go. Okay? See if you can cut it.
Let's go. Let's go.
One name working behind the scenes with Jordan.
Yeah, before you get to that point, just let me remind everybody to scan in the barcode to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone. You won't regret it. Yes.
One name working behind the scenes with Jordan is Nacho Rodriguez, who has
Ignacio?
Yes, Nacho. He's done a great job.
Former Spain player?
Yeah, he's really done a great job helping this national team make steps forward, working closely with Wassam, the head coach. I think their organization and staff has done really, really well to push the game forward in the country.
Second half action underway in the Mall of Asia, the Philippines, between Egypt and Jordan. Egypt with a 4-point lead. And Ahab Amin gets in. Look at Asa Marai doing Asa Marai things, but then missing the putback. 5-second call. Omar Hussein can't get it in.
So Jeff Zarhan made a hard basket cut, and instead of curling under the basket, he popped to the corner, and that took away the entry pass to Gardner. But that's a great defensive stand there for Jordan early in this third.
And look who starts in the second half. The Cannon. Look at El Douari getting it in. El Douari got blocked by Marai. Wow, what a battle.
And El Douari had Bazai wide open for a shot in the corner, but chose to try to finish. Good defense from Egypt.
I absolutely savor battles like this, Mike. I love seeing game. Look at these guys have so much intensity. Look at this, the handoff to Marai. He goes up.
Marai shot that through the contact from Douari. But that is what we love about basketball, the individual matchups and the team matchups. And there's so many filling these games here in the World Cup.
Ibrahim fades. So far can't get it going tonight. Just 2 points for Freddie. And Patrick Gardner's pass intercepted. Look at the big fella handle the ball. Look at the layoff. Then the pass to the Cannon. Bazai for three. And they go to another Cannon.
The Bazai bazooka.
Maybe he should change his last name to Bullseye.
Bullseye's even better. That's fantastic.
Patrick Gardner. And then he could play darts. He could throw in some darts from the arc. Oh, and the rejection from El Douari. Starting to dominate.
And this is great defense from El Douari. Amin tries to turn the corner. It's a race to the rim. And you see he tries to get leverage on him, but the length is there. Excellent low post defense in the pick and roll by Douari.
And the turnover. So Egypt not functioning well right now, and Anas Mahmoud is going to come back into the game for Patrick Gardner.
Gardner has to have better awareness. He left his feet to pass on the drive and now gets the ball late shot clock, and that should have been an automatic rhythm shot. No awareness, shot clock violation. 2 stops on end line plays for Jordan.
Bullseye. That time, what do you call it when you throw the dart and it goes outside the board?
I was actually thinking the exact same thing. We need some of our British friends to help us. He missed the bullseye there, but it was a good look, and they need to keep playing.
Zarhan drives in the lob. Oh, how did he get it to go? He was bumped, but Anas was able to still score.
So again, Mahmoud, not a perimeter shooter. He's a basket cutter and finisher above the rim, and that was a great pass from Zarhan.
Kanan gets the pick, passes to Freddie. Freddie. And he gets the steal, Freddie! Great work. Trying to force his way into the game now, Freddie Ibrahim. You gotta respect that. Traveling on Anas.
So again, Coach Rana subs out Gardner for a couple mistakes, not focused, and now
you saw that swipe.
That was awesome because he just baited him running in front of the bench and surprised him. Great play by Ibrahim. But they can't put Mahmoud in positions where he's handling the ball. He's turned it over twice.
Hollis Jefferson fouled by Omar Hussein. I mean, this game says a lot about Jordan. Fighting back, struggling, and here they are down by just 3 points. They trailed by as many as 14 points. Sammy, bullseye!
Tie game.
Hussein's pass out of bounds.
And Jeff, earlier in the game, we saw really good execution and organization from Egypt. That play was a little bit disjointed in the half court. I'm sure Coach Rana will have some discussions with these guys. Hey, stick to our system. Let's execute together.
Hollis Jefferson spins. Oh, good defense. Anas Mahmoud. And then races up ahead the floor. He wanted it. Musa missing from the top. Look at Asa Marai go back and get the basketball. He is an absolute warrior. Both teams battling in it. Freddie Ibrahim. Oh, just lost his handle now. Anas Mahmoud gets it back to Zarhan. And boy, frenetic pace all of a sudden.
Ball took some strange bounces in the last few possessions. Guys really playing hard out here. Amin back into the game.
So Musa goes out. Here's from the coach. Asa Marai, probably not what he wanted, but then Hollis Jefferson doesn't get the rebound, and Zarhan does.
And that's just effort from Zarhan. He's doing a lot of the dirty work on the defensive end, making hustle plays, is rewarded, crashing the boards.
Into the corner, Cannon, and the cannon was not ready.
It was a good look, good pass from Ibrahim.
Anas Mahmoud keeps it. He's going to work on Hollis Jefferson. And that was a good back to the basket play, just did not score. And Mariah brings it back out. "12 rebounds already for Asa Mariah, and also the made basket and one. And Conan trying to get the ball back for his team, ends up taking the punishment and getting nothing.
Tough finish right there. Really good effort to give up his body. And as you said before, 12 offensive rebounds for Egypt, becoming a factor. Lead back up to 5.
Al Dwyer gets in and puts it up and in.
Using his size advantage, but that's really good body control for a big man. In the paint, in traffic, through physicality. Great hands and great body control.
Oh, what a drive. Ahab Amin off the glass.
He has the size, length, and advantage against the Jordan defenders, and that was a beautiful quick move.
So Mariah gets the foul called.
Hey, Amin, listen up, okay?
Freddie Ibrahim coming to life. Look at Ahab Amin. Great work from him.
So Jeff, as you look at Ibrahim step to the line, he's been a really good player for this team. But as you watch him play today, he's got to be a little bit stronger with the basketball. He does have 3 assists, but we're talking about 5 turnovers from a key playmaker. He's got to be strong with the ball, handle the ball, complete plays. And one thing I'd like to see him do is be a little bit more ready to catch and shoot on the perimeter. He seems like he wants to put it on the floor when he attacks.
Well, Freddie Ibrahim now 26 years of age. And if you're wondering where to find him on Instagram, go to Freddie Frizzle _WP. There is Asa Mariah and the tip from Anas Mahmoud.
So again, if you're Hollis Jefferson matched up with Mahmoud, you've got to get into him early and not let him just push you under the basket. He has a size and length advantage, and that was an easy tip in to clean up the play.
And Hollis Jefferson loses it now. Ahab Amin open. Egypt crashing the boards. Hollis Jefferson needs to go quicker. Gets it back, and it's going to be Conan. He passes it down to Al Dwyer. And Hollis Jefferson. Bazai ends up taking it.
And Jeff, Hollis Jefferson has had a fantastic World Cup tournament, but as you can see, when the ball was swung to him in the corner, he turned down the open catch and shoot rhythm 3 because, you know, he's played over 300 games in the NBA, but he is a versatile player, not necessarily a three-point shooter. He's a mid-range guy, he's a post-up guy, he's an isolation guy. But we all know how important that three-point shooting is in the NBA.
Oh, Conan passing it up, gets it to Bullseye. Sammy Bullseye.
Bullseye and Cannon getting it done for Jordan.
Elgindy. Here's our man. We were looking for Abdel Gawad. He hands it off. Elgindy fouled while shooting the three by Sammy. Well, that was a fortuitous foul for Elgindy. Oh no, he gets him on the. He gets his hands on him as he goes up. That's why they called it.
And Elgindy, the veteran, the captain, he may have the slowest first step in the entire World Cup, but he is a crafty player and finds a way to hit shots.
Sammy's telling everybody, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. We
Yes.
just watched. We
Yes, we
just
did.
watched the replay. You touched him. Oh, Al-Dwari goes down hard. Omar Hussein. Amar Hussein, excuse me. Seems like the music is a little bit louder tonight. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we have a different DJ in the house.
What a move from Al-Dwari. I think he might be spinning some discs after tonight if Jordan wins.
So impressive with that ability just to get to the rim and finish.
Here's the lob. Abdel Gawad misses a chance to run for Conan. Over to Freddie. Passed up to three. Over to Sammy. Bullseye! Once again. One-point game. What a contest, folks. The FIBA Basketball World Cup. Anas Mahmoud drives in.
Again, he's showing us more and more of his game. Good slashing, drive, and finish with his length. Now he's matched up on Hollis Jefferson.
Freddie Ibrahim. Oh! Anas Mahmoud, I don't think that would have counted. But they certainly do practice those shots. 59-53, Egypt on top of Jordan at the end of three.
At the heart of it, Egypt has a 33-21 rebound advantage. The bench points for Egypt, 23-11. And again, Egypt, 40-22 points in the paint. So a lot of numbers going to side for Egypt, but the most important numbers, Jeff, Jordan is back in this game, 59-56.
And you know one stat also, though, that we have referred to a lot in these games? Bench scoring.
It's amazing how some of these teams are impacted by depth. But it makes sense. You have a really tough tournament. You've got to play on short preparation. You know, you need several bodies, you need several guys, you need a deeper rotation to help your team be consistent.
You do, and if you don't have that, and especially if you have other players that are injured as well, like Zedabas and Muhammad Hussein, it complicates it even more, which makes it all the more remarkable what Jordan has done.
Yeah.
It just beggars belief. You just can't understand how they can have such a short rotation and be as competitive as they are. And I think it speaks volumes about the guys that have played tonight.
Yeah, and the coaching staff and everyone involved, they're really on the same page, driving things forward. Again, you know, this is a competitive situation. We're all working for results. They're 0-3 coming in, but these guys are laying it on the line for Jordan tonight. They've battled back. Let's see how much the comeback and the effort they've expended to get to this point affects them in this fourth quarter.
Al-Dwari traveling. So he takes the punishment, but Asamarai is holding his mouth as well. So it must have been head on tooth.
I hope there's not a tooth in his head right there. Those guys are banging on that block.
Or you hope there's no head in the tooth. Avgendi drives and gets the foul.
So as we said earlier, Egypt should not bail out Hollis Jefferson with fouls. This is the second time that they've bailed out Elgendi with fouls. Defend without fouling, contest without fouling. Again, Elgendi's not going to beat you off the dribble. You've got to just slide with him and contest up straight, force him into that difficult shot. The strength of his game is catch and shoot and shooting.
So he takes advantage by going to the line. And, well, just making one of the two free throws. So back to a 4-point lead. Al-Dwari spins and scores. Interesting, Hollis Jefferson's kind of taken a back seat tonight.
Yeah, well, he's exerted so much effort in these other games. And Jeff, he's played all 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, he's not coming off the floor. But I want to say, he did a great job defensively in the first half, trying to limit Amin. And here, Egypt doing a great job getting the ball into the post to Marai, who had great position. Either Dwari or Amin, when they get the ball that deep in the paint, we've seen they're finishing plays, and here Marai draws the foul.
That was interesting, though, because so you can see that Hollis Jefferson, and I'm not sure if another team, they're saying, hey, listen, there's Hussein, who's going to be captain tonight, but he can't play. They were saying, don't foul him. They were telling Freddie, don't foul him, and he just kind of walked away like, well, we can't just let him go up and score because that's what he's going to do. And there's Omar Quintero looking out. Of course, he's going to play.
Gotta love Omar.
That was for you.
Gotta love Omar. I'm a fan.
They're going to play another game after they beat New Zealand tonight. So they will play Jordan.
Oh.
And two. Oh, what a play, and one. And it is Al-Dwari, the foul call.
So this is a great late delivery here. No look. Look at the footwork again.
I think he might have got him on the right arm.
There's been a lot of contact on these finishes. But again, give credit to Marai in the pick and roll and having the feeling to finish in the traffic. Changing speeds.
Bullseye, once again from Sammy. Hassan Mariah, meanwhile, has 19 points, 13 rebounds. Sammy now has 18 points, and I think he must be getting close to a career high with Jordan in a major competition or an Asia Cup. Off to the races. Nice give and go. And Ibrahim steps back outside. Oh, nice play. Look at that, and Jordan closed the gap to just 2 points yet again.
And that's a great play from Ibrahim, finishing that play.
Daran into Marai. He goes up for the follow, but Al-Dwari has it. Hollis Jefferson was calling for Freddie. Uh-oh, Sammy, you left him open and he didn't come close. That was more like a masonry dart that time. That's what they call it when the dart misses the board. Had to do some research.
Does that mean they throw the dart into the wall?
Yes, a carpentry or masonry. Here's a driving in, they battle, Marai gets it, and a foul called. Jordan just could not get the rebound, or did not get the rebound.
So, Jeff, offensive rebounds now, 14 in the game for Egypt compared to 6 for Jordan. Rebounding advantage, 36-24. The length, the size, the effort.
Oh, that was Connaughton's third foul. Okay. It's interesting that it was Abu Hawass that got the majority of the minutes the other night, but now it's Connaughton. He just has gone with the hot hand, I guess.
Yeah, and this is really good feeling for your team from Wissam. He's saying, hey, this guy's playing well, he's got it going.
Yeah.
And you ride that guy. So he's just trying to put the best lineups and best players he can out there to give his team a chance to win. And you have to look at the results of the decision-making really positively. Lead back up to 7. And Jeff, the main scoreboard in the arena is incorrect. Is that right? Or is our numbers incorrect?
No, this is, yeah, it should be 66-63.
It's 66-63?
Yeah, strange. I'm not sure, actually. I think that's right, 66-63. Here they go, Sammy with the bounce pass. Ooh. And what hustle from Omar Hushan. Slapping it out of bounds. So I think it may be 68-61. Oh no, now it's, I'm confused. I think it is 66-63. They've just changed the.
Well, we apologize for
confusion.
This is, no matter what the score is right now, we've got a great game. That's why we've got to get it correct.
I think we've just been bedazzled by the action.
Yeah.
Three points remaining. Excuse me, 3 points between them. Spinning, missing. Ahab Amin with the rebound. And now, up ahead. And it looks like Al-Dwari might have injured his ankle. Hopefully it's not an Achilles. He's definitely holding his the lower right foot. His wife is here, obviously looking out. Oh, so he is tumbling. Obviously in pain, discomfort.
You know, Jeff, as players play more and more minutes, you know, the percentage and chance for injury increases. And you see these guys from Jordan have given everything they have. Hollis Jefferson with 34 minutes.
Hussein looking on, by the way, he would have been the guy to come in, to spell.
And look at the toughness from Dwari, just lacing him up.
As tight as he can.
He's played 33 minutes.
There's Al-Dwari's wife looking out and applauding for her husband. Anna Jadawi goes out.
And this isn't a bad thing for Jordan to get him a minute or two rest on the sideline.
Yeah, if he can.
I think he'll be back.
Anna Jadawi, meanwhile, has come in.
And now, with these last 5 minutes, you'd like to see, if you're Jordan, Rondé Hollis Jefferson step up.
Oh. Ooh, Anna Jadawi hands it off to Freddie. Walking the tightrope. Here he is to leave him open. Count it! He's tied it! Freddie is once again ready. He is so steady out there in those big moments. Anas Mahmoud. Here's the drive. And the foul called on Egypt. Can you believe Jordan have battled back to tie it?
Well, great activity in the low post there. They've tried to get the ball into Marai. And look at the challenge here. Beautiful straight up extension from Hollis Jefferson. And then Marai with the offensive foul going to the boards. Cannon calling the play fire for Jordan.
Freddie, his pass batted away. And Ahab Amin.
So again, Jeff, as you're in this last 4 minutes winning time, we see Amin pushing the ball, doing what he's done so well, getting to the rim. Look at the traffic, just through the lane, draws the foul. But both teams right now, coaches need to be thinking, how do we get the ball in the hands of our best player? How do we get shots for our best player? And right now, Rondé Hollis Jefferson has to be the biggest factor for this Jordan team on the offensive end.
It's almost like he's kind of saved it for this moment.
Let's see.
Just enough. He's got enough juice to get him to the finish line. Here he goes. Flies and traveling. He left the feet. He left his feet and came down with the ball.
It's the right idea. Well defended here. Let's take a look. Tries a split between the defenders. Yes. Good call.
Ahab Amin.
Oh.
Now he's got to hustle back and play D, though. Abu Hawass. Abu Hawass, baseline, out to Freddie. He fakes it, gets it to Ana Jadawi, back outside. Here he goes, Hollis Jefferson, Freddie. He puts it up, and that was off the rim. El Gindi grabs the long rebound. What a shot! Zarha.
Jordan needs organization. This is not the time to break plays and go one-on-one. Get the ball where you want it and execute to get what you want.
Cannon missing, and
Jeff, back-to-back possessions. Wassam needs to get some organization here.
Zahran again, drives in, denied. And a jump ball has been called. It's gonna be Egypt basketball.
And you can see both coaches imploring with their players, organize the game, play within structure.
So timeout has been called. Let's go down to the bench.
Why are we calling it under on their best shooter? I just saw the horn, so I said. So again, now next trip we're gonna go out 2 here right now. Okay? And then next trip on us again. Right? So this time we're coming off the horn. On us, you're on this side. We're going to DHO off the horn, Awesome, you're screening, and then you're going to slip. Watch out, horns into dribble. I'm screening, and you're screening us into it, then it's going to slip, and then you'll follow it. Yeah, DHO to Gindi. Okay, got it? Okay, let's get
So, Jeff, this is winning time, and this comes down to execution and details. Good timeout there. Both teams trying to really refocus. Which of these two teams can maximize their possessions? Jordan has been really good defensively on the end line as we see the minutes tracker.
El Gindi, Al-Dawari back in the game, crucially. Oh boy, Cannon, a vital turnover. 3 bad possessions in a row for Jordan. Now Cannon has hurt himself, and also Ahab Amin has gone down and drawn a foul.
And Jeff, the turnover at one end, and then that's not even close to a charge. So we see a difference maker emerges with Amin forcing the steal and pressuring the rim. Now has a chance to push this lead to 5 with 2 free throws.
Just odd to see Jordan usually execute pretty well, but they've just had 3 bad possessions. Cannon has gone out. So Abu Hawass gets the big minutes here. Sammy, bullseye's out. Oh, look at that. Ahab Amin takes it away. You cannot be serious. That is not going to be. He just snuck up there, took the ball away, went in for the layup. And you got to do better than this. Look at this. Oh boy, that is embarrassing.
Jeff, when you talk about playing with heart and you talk about highlights from this World Cup, please put this as a highlight. How much does Amin want this game?
Yeah, it's how he plays.
How much does he want it? This guy is diving on the floor, coming up with another big play. Outstanding. Ahab Amin.
Now, we're gonna run this again. Let's try this with way inside. We're shooting now and we're not making anything. RJ here, Sammy here. Zayn, you're coming out. Pass it. Boom, RJ pick, and we go. See that, see this. We have a lot of options. If you can go attack him quick, do it. Guys, we need to fight. Keep playing hard. To the last second. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mike, thanks for getting excited for that play. I should have, but I was so shocked by how bad of a turnover it was.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, you know, this is what we love about the World Cup. You see these amazing effort plays, and this comes when you really, really want it, and you know, you're ready to lay it on the line. And Ahab Amin has played really well, but that is my favorite play from Ahab Amin in the World Cup. Unbelievable.
And that's the first time we've heard Mike Taylor. He was back in the huddle, the way he was screaming.
But I didn't lose my voice this time.
Ana Jadawi for three. Wow. Talk about unexpected.
Big shot, a lot of confidence. He's played well today.
Sammy Bullseye back in the game. Hollis Jefferson as well. Zafran almost turning it over, and it's going to be Jordan basketball. And just like that, the momentum changes with the Ana Jadawi three-pointer. And then we saw some NBA defense from Hollis Jefferson. And to be fair, some pretty sloppy ball handling from Zafran.
But this is the end where Jordan has to execute. They've got to maximize their possessions and get what they want.
Ana Jadawi was not going to be allowed to take a second three. Asri Marai guarding him. Here he is. Bad ankle and all. Al-Dwari gets it back. He gets blocked. He needed to make it the first time. Ahab Amin, and now he dribbles into traffic but doesn't lose it. He passes it back to Anas Mahmoud. Here he goes. Oh, the rejection.
Jeff, all game long, Egypt has just beaten them to the loose balls, the 50-50 loose balls. First, how does he get to the rim? He splits between three defenders. There's the block, but it's a 50-50 loose ball. It's a 50-50 rebound, and Egypt has won those plays this game.
Although it was a good block from Al-Dwari, but
it was excellent, but it's a late shot clock. You got three defenders there. You can't let them get to the rim so easily.
Back to a 6-point lead with 1:20 remaining. Al-Dwari got it deep the last time. Just imagine he could have cut it to 2 points. And Egypt were not going to give up a putback. So timeout on the court once again. And another thriller in Manila.
Okay, guys. Wait. Do not go down. You stay here. Arch is gonna use you with the pick, and he's curling. If we have that, pass it to Arch right away. Okay? After, watch me, Dwayne. After you're gonna switch, and you're picking for Sammy. Boom for a shot. If nothing, Dwayne pop, pass, and we go with the handoff. RJ's gonna be cutting, then here. After the handoff, see RJ posting up here, or you can go to the basket.
Just fake it to go up something to RJ when he curves, he'll be open.
Okay.
Or you might not help.
RJ's here, right here. RJ's gonna, this is our first option to go to the basket quick. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Go there, let's go.
Well, these teams have really gotten after each other tonight, and Ahab Amin has given us a highlight to treasure, diving on the floor to steal the ball away from Freddie Ibrahim to get possession for Egypt and leading to a bucket. But Mike Freddie and George have the last laugh. Ahab Amin knocks it away, comes up with the steal.
But this 3 steals in the last winning time minutes. Like, unbelievable difference maker, Amin. And Jeff, Rondé Hollis Jefferson has had a great World Cup in the first 3 games. He has given so much, and you can see he hit the ground several times hard.
Yeah.
He's played 39 minutes, but he's only taken 6 shots.
Just doesn't have enough in the tank right now. And they pass it down low to Zahran, and he scores. Up to an 8-point lead for Egypt.
Ready? Then stay. Then you're going here and here right away. Sam set a good back pick for RJ. If we have forward, way. Set a pick for the picker. If you open, take it. If not, way. Bob, pass, handoff. Guys, we need to score. We still have 50 seconds. Come on, we need to score. Couple of possessions, we did bad. Come on, let's go. Focus, be disciplined, let's go. Come on.
1, 2, 3.
Well, time is the enemy now for Jordan. The clock is the enemy. And for Egypt, they blew a big lead, a relatively big lead, but they might just hold on. Look at that. Timeouts left. Saw the energy tracker and all the minutes that these guys have played. Freddie Ibrahim turns it over. And Hollis Jefferson commits the foul.
So Jeff, in the game today, 18 turnovers for Jordan, 17 for Egypt. So it's pretty balanced and even the way the game has gone. But the key players for Jordan, 8 turnovers for Freddie Ibrahim and 5 for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. So they've got 13 of the 18.
Al-Dwari gets in, and I tell you what, they've been very, physical, especially with the rim protection with Al-Dwari here late.
Al-Dwari has played 36 minutes as a big man in a again, you know, you talk about the bench, you talk about the bench production. 26-14, Jordan got some things off the bench today, but missing Hussein.
Do you think, I mean, let's go back to this depth. We saw the energy tracker and all the minutes that these guys are playing. How much does the depth come into this for Jordan?
It's a huge deal. It's the 4th game of the tournament for them, but also you're playing without Mohamed Hussein, who was a key front court guy to eat up some minutes. And instead of Al-Dawari playing 36, 38 minutes, maybe he's around 30 and he's fresher and better, especially down the stretch. Egypt in winning time has made all the plays.
They've got 8 guys playing tonight. Jordan. Ibrahim missing. And the other way, and another basket for Anas Mahmoud.
Freddie Ibrahim fouls out with that play. I like what I've seen from Freddie in the tournament, but he's got to be ready to play with more physicality on this stage. He's got to be stronger and more sure with the ball. And he's got to be more consistent.
Well, tough finish for Jordan. Egypt, though, closing in on victory and strengthening their bid for a spot in the OQT.
No threes. No threes. You got it? Get a stop. I got another timeout. I got another timeout. If they score, I'll take the timeout and we'll advance. Okay?
Remember what's normal coverage in ball screens.
Normal coverage. We're going to switch. It's a red. By the time they get it up.
Switch with Anas only. With awesome regular coverage.
Just go foul. Get the stick hand up early. Yes. And then get the heels above the charge. I mean, get the heels above the 3-point line. Let's push up, okay? And then let them go down there. Then we can go. Hey, if they take them, everyone, let's go and score.
So, Jeff, you hear in the timeout, Roy Rana is telling his guys, hey, we're playing till the end here. If they score, he's going to call a timeout and advance the ball because he's playing for point differential. He's playing for the small points here.
Yeah, you never know when that's going to come in handy.
Now, this has been a really strong finish for Egypt, but with 10.7 seconds to go, since it was 66-63, Egypt has outscored Jordan 16-6, and a lot of that comes after the 3 steals.
Oh boy, look at that.
And they're gonna score.
Zaran, short, gets it up again. They get a 3-pointer out of it. Can you believe it?
But that's the difference of the FIBA game as compared to the NBA, where you would run out the clock as a show of respect. Because you're playing for these small points, you have to keep playing. Jordan gave up the offensive rebound, gave 2 shots up, and instead of losing...
Well, 85-69, Egypt win it over Jordan. So talking about playing for the points and continue that thought, Mike.
Yeah, you know, again, Jordan has to they did not finish this game the way they needed to with the turnovers, lack of execution on offense, but, you know, the focus to block out and rebound off the missed free throw, to block out and rebound off the missed 3, and then allow the 3-point shot. Now you're losing 85-69, and who knows how that can come down to impact, you know, their positioning and their situation. I mean, could that cost them a spot in the Olympic qualifying tournament? How does that finish impact their positioning as we move forward?
Well, they've come with the right attitude, Egypt. They've been, you know, they've been good. I think they've been really good at this tournament. And Jordan, I don't think you can blame all of their woes on their depth. I mean, at some point, you also still have to execute. You can't make some mental mistakes. They made some mental mistakes. It's just a shame that they can't seem, you know, they have just moments where things go horribly wrong. Some of it is self-inflicted, like the Freddie Ibrahim turnover. He's such a great player to watch and so fun to watch, and you just got to be smarter than that.
Without a doubt. These guys have done a great job, you know, and you just need to understand what it's going to take to win on a higher level here. Egypt celebrating midcourt. Assem Marai, player of the game.
Well, they deserve it. Marai, terrific. Look at all these numbers. The rebounding was decisive for Egypt in the end. 15 more rebounds. Amin, 20. Marai, 20. Top scores. Amin had a great game. Mahmoud, there he is. And Sami Bazai, I think, had to be his best game with Jordan.
Bullseye Bazai. You know, they really struggled, and they were in danger of losing feeling for the game, losing track of the game. And what's going on the floor right now, the Egypt players are chasing Assem Marai, trying to dump some water on him in celebration.
Well, here's a look back at the highlights. Both games today, a lot of fun.
Yeah, they were. And we saw
not for the losers, but
many good plays, the competitiveness, different styles from around the world. You know, give Jordan credit, they battled back in the game, they tied it, but down the stretch, you know, Amin made a difference, and just the execution and finishing plays.
One thing I really like about watching Egypt, Amin and Assem Marai, is they just don't let up. Both of them.
Yeah, they have played, you know, good levels. They have experience, and again, they're trying to make winning plays for their team. So while we saw many positives for Jordan, you know, these key players just made the difference. And I also want to say, again, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson has captured the imagination of Mall of Asia Arena. He's done great. And there's my favorite play, the dive on the floor and steal. I love it. But Rondé Hollis-Jefferson plays 40 minutes and only takes 6 shots. So that's partly on him needing to be more assertive and aggressive, and it's partly on their team needing to try to get him play calls, opportunities, and easy ways to be more of a factor.
Well, it felt like even despite all of that, Jordan just really produced a performance. You know, you look, the last couple minutes, they just weren't, last 2.5 minutes, they just weren't that good. You know, they really just kind of crumbled at the end, but a lot of that was down to Egypt. So we saw Mexico get their first win today over New Zealand, and now Jordan have fallen to Egypt, so they remain winless. Egypt are at the top. They carried a win into this from the first round. So Mexico, because of their win over New Zealand, they are in second place. New Zealand are in third. Well, they're not playing in the second round, but they're playing for pride. They're playing for spots in the Olympic qualifying tournaments, and they're putting on some exciting shows here in the Mall of Asia. Thanks for watching, everybody.